Hey everybody, welcome to Burning Hammer Wrestling. We're back again.
Yes, we are.
Your favorite bi-weekly wrestling podcast.
It's got to be somebody's.
I'm gonna just say it every time.
It's got to be somebody's. There's
Yeah.
there's some scary ass guy out there who's like putting pictures of us up on his walls and shit.
yeah.
Oh god.
My name's Seth. This is my buddy Dave.
Yeah.
If it's your first time here. If you'd like to support the show, head over to w.gg and use the promo code ClearShots. That's all a single word, and it gets you 10% off your entire order. That helps us out very much. Also, you can go over to the website and buy some merch.
Oh,
that
yeah.
helps us too.
It's a no-brainer.
We like to get all that out of the way first. Because, a lot of these podcasts, they'll stop in the middle of it and be like, here's a bunch of words from our sponsors. It's much easier to just say it all
Just
right
do
up
it.
front. And
You guys want to skip it? That's your call.
skip the first, 20 seconds?
It's 20 seconds.
13
and
seconds?
It's funny. We always hear about dudes that
We did,
swear they use the stuff they sell, and it's so obvious they don't.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
actually use this stuff.
Yeah. Dude, I have so many of these
Very
tubs.
often.
I have
We're
tubs
surrounded.
everywhere.
We're surrounded by them. Yeah.
Yeah. So there was a lot of things. A lot
Oh,
of things we
yeah.
can talk about.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, Survivor Series War Games happened.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
there was some. I actually liked a lot of Dynamite the last couple weeks too. I like what they're doing over there.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm going to talk a little bit about that, but we'll do that towards the end
Sure.
because there's a lot of
however you wanna
things.
do it.
There's a number of things. But one thing I really thought was cool was Logan Paul's. So they had like this little backstage interview, or like a backstage, whatever behind the scenes footage.
Mhm.
Logan Paul had cut a promo, and it had appeared he had like words on his hand, and everybody was
Oh, yeah.
criticizing him
That was God tier.
for writing his promo on his hand apparently. And so there's like backstage footage, and he's like basically just going, "Yep, they bought it."
Yep. And he shows you,
Yeah.
got him, dude.
Yeah.
That's so
It's
awesome.
so good. Dude, it
It's
goes to
so
show you like the
smart.
level he's thinking on.
He's
and
he's
he's-
made for this,
Yeah.
dude.
He totally
He's
understands
made for
man.
it.
I love that kind of shit.
And he's such a great fit for what that faction's doing.
Yeah.
He's the perfect guy to be in that faction.
That's
with
another
them.
thing. That's
Literally
going to be
the perfect.
really good for him.
Oh
that
yeah,
whole- that
I
whole
think
thing.
that's a step in the right direction for just proving more to the fans that like he is very seriously all in on this.
Yeah.
Like he signed a career full-time contract to do this as his primary deal.
Yep.
Like he's
yeah,
there.
and he's on a
the
lot
shows.
more. So yeah,
Yep.
he's been much
Yep.
more present, which is nice.
Absolutely. And just everything he's been doing has been great too.
I think the one thing I thought was funny too.
Maybe
was
not in real life, but
the-
I don't know. I don't give a shit about real
Dom
life.
had a little thing with I guess he calls out Cena basically.
Yeah.
And little Cena comes out like
Oh,
the little
yeah.
guy.
It was such an obvious like Eddie 2000s
yeah.
dude.
It's so
great.
I love that kind of shit, like that old school shit where
Yeah,
it's just
I
like
heard some people didn't get it, and like some people were pissed, but I think that most people weren't even pissed
Yeah.
about it, and were more just going, "Huh? Like why that?" Because they might have it might be the first time they legit seen that gag, but it's such a classic retro
it's-
throwback gag
yeah.
of a forgotten time in wrestling history, and that's all it was.
It's like that
Yeah.
old school like WWE like fluff type of shit.
That's it.
that they
It's
mixed
just
in.
to get a cheap pop.
Yeah.
And make everybody go, he's so dirty. What a fucking idiot, you know?
And it like
And it worked.
It's like this cheap heel thing too. Like
Yep.
you get the crowd angry because it's not John Cena.
Yeah.
You get his theme song, and
But
everybody's
they're
like,
also going, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's too good.
I
man.
thought that was great.
He's too good. And there's a lot more to talk about that involves him, too, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Tom, for sure.
Yeah, Dom has been a big deal
He's
lately.
just so on fire, man.
They're doing a good
He's
job,
so on
like
fire.
putting him in the spotlight too.
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely.
Really like that.
And he deserves it. He's continuously showing over and over again that he's on the level, and whatever they give him, he's gonna just go
Yeah.
cranked home run only.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, dude, he was just so over as a heel in the first place.
Yeah.
that it was
And now he's over as a not heel
yeah,
by being a heel.
right.
It's only Eddie.
Yep. Yeah, no, it's
He's Eddie level, dude. I wouldn't say he's as good in the ring as Eddie because I don't know who ever was. There's like a couple guys ever
Yeah,
that
who
were
could you
as good
even
as Eddie.
say?
In my opinion, I legit think Eddie is one of the most complete, like best
Like, as a worker.
wrestlers ever
Yeah.
in the ring, character work, creative storytelling in the ring and outside of the ring, memorable moments, memorable promos. Like he's one of my all-time goats.
I think it's harder to stand out as a worker nowadays, though.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Because I think things like the in-ring work has
They
been
push people to do samey work
yes,
style.
it's kind of nerfed in a way.
It's nerfed a bit, and
Yeah.
I get it. It's safe,
It's a safety
but
thing.
it's not what's gonna blow things up like Cody and Mania 40 and shit. Which is, I mean, it's the most recent holy shit boom storyline boom period in the industry that they encountered.
Mhm.
So of course they're going to be thinking most recently, going, how do we get back to that? How do we get? It's like, you don't do it by telling everybody to do the same exact fucking entrance to the same type of music. So you can't. No one has unique music that makes you.
I know, dude. Some of that is really annoying.
And
like,
you know who does? Every star.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shocker. It's weird how all the guys that are the most successful have memorable theme songs and
Yeah.
memorable entrances. Whether that entrance is coming out and doing Nakamura style stuff, or the classic Austin just walking out pissed like what LA Knight does. You know what I mean?
And some of them catch on and become
Sure.
that.
Of
But
course,
I think
of course.
I think you get a lot of like I don't. There's some of them that you see and you're just like, I don't think that's ever going to catch on. Like Stephanie Vaquer or something.
Yeah.
And it's
Yup.
like,
Nope.
it's like it
And
looks
she
like you're
doesn't
going.
need it because she's just so good in the ring
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and like connects
I
with
think
the audience.
for her, it's basically like you're going in to create a character and going to like rock.
I didn't really give a shit about
08
the
or whatever.
entrance. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
really give a shit about the entrance. I was way more worried about making sure every single combat-based move either causes bleed, KO, or is a pin or submission attempt.
Yeah,
I don't use moves that aren't that.
Because you're going to skip the entrance anyway.
That's right. Yeah, I'm just button mashing through that, hitting start, so
But-
it skips everybody's.
Yeah, but you listen to her theme and you're like, that's what it feels like. It feels like it's just
Yup.
this generic rock
Yeah,
song.
it's just, how do you get a guy who can create unique music for everybody the way Jim Johnston did?
It
It's
needs
never
to have
happening.
a catchy melody of some sort too, because crowds now love this like sing along thing.
Yeah.
So you need that. Look at what Joe Hendry did. He developed that whole song just
his
to
own
be
work.
that.
Yep. Yeah.
He talked about how
literally
it's
just
like,
to be
Yeah.
what you want if you're going to get over.
it's meant to have the crowd participate. That's the entire design of the song.
Yep.
And it works.
And he's now signed to WWE.
Yeah.
That's a wicked big deal. It is a matter of time before he's on the main roster.
Oh yeah.
No
Yep.
question. Same with Ricky Saints. It was when he was in AEW, we would maintain over and over again. It's a matter of time before he leaves and goes to WWE and is one of their major players.
Yeah. I
He's
think
made for their style.
they're gonna want to just do him do some work there. It's
Sure.
the same
Of
thing
course.
with
Of course.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
same thing with like
all
Mariah
the-
May and
Yep. Mariah
yeah.
May, Trick, like all those guys. They're going to
Right.
be up. They're going to be up, but
Right. Just do some work in NXT. Learn kind
Well,
of
they
some of
need
the
to.
way we need to. Yeah, because it
Yeah.
is a different style.
it
So,
is.
yes.
Yeah. And on top of that, NXT is a fucking TV show now. They have ratings and they draw money and those people get paid.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. So
It's
you do need people to draw.
You need real guys
audience.
that can lead that show and lead by example, because they might be younger talent. So it's usually we've definitely had like Samoa Joe there and shit where he was already such a veteran.
Yeah.
Finn, I mean, when Finn came into NXT, he was already a veteran and shit, you know?
Mhm.
So it's like, of course, Nakamura, like they get guys that are veterans, you know?
Right, but it's
I'm not
also
gonna just say or
still
name 'em
it's
all,
still
but
developmental.
Those guys will be the main event guys in their NXT program, and they're getting seasoned to be main event in the main roster ready. Well, main roster. It's a little blurred now. Good. That's a good thing.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
fine.
the TV deal is part of that.
Right.
But they can show, like they're ready to show people that are the newer people that are like, I'm just getting into the business and I've had 2 matches. You get a guy like a Trick Williams who used to be that and found a way to check all the boxes and get to the main event level. Now he's a multi-time NXT champion or whatever. And he could move up tomorrow and it would be believable. And you'd go, yep, he's already ready to go to the IC title test to see if he's ready to move even further, you know?
Yeah, and I think a lot of what NXT wants to do is get you ready to work the way they work on the main roster.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah. So even if you're guys that have been through the system and they know you're a good worker now, they're still seasoning you in that main event picture to get you ready for the main event style.
You have to be able to do this to wrestle on Netflix or
That's
whatever.
right. Yep. You're going to have to be able to go 45 minutes with a guy like Seth Rollins going all out, and we got to know you have what it takes to do it, and they prove it, and they do them. They have pay-per-views now, and they have these big fucking main events and shit. It's killer. It's killer. And you got a guy like Shawn Michaels there. But that's why I don't look at being in the main event picture in NXT as this big bad thing that people used to think it was. Like it was a step down. It's like, nah, dude, you're like, that's a wicked important spot because you're leading a brand that's on TV. You're doing pay-per-views, and you are an example showing learning talent what it actually takes.
Yeah, you still are in the top. They're still
doing.
Of a show.
They do regional touring and shit, don't they?
Why wouldn't you want to be in a position like that? I'd want to.
I would take it in a heartbeat.
Sure.
If I was a wrestler and I was just doing nothing on the main scene
on SmackDown,
and they go, "We want you to be in a main event level program, and you're going to be doing a storyline for the next 9 months with this guy and with Trick Williams and Ricky Saints, and you're going to be on NXT television in the main event storyline the whole time." I'd go, "Oh, thank fuck, dude! Oh my god!" And you're good. You're getting to show them what you're capable of.
Well, plus you're under the same contract.
It's
not like you're changing any of that deal.
Some are.
You're just
some
going
are,
to a different show.
Yeah, that's case by case, I'm sure.
But if you're on SmackDown or whatever, you're already signed to some kind of deal.
That's right. Yeah,
depending on what how long it is or whatever.
But yeah,
I do believe that's a good spot. Yes,
and
yes, that's the point basically. But I so obviously Survivor Series War Games happened.
Yes,
this was like, I don't know. A lot of people were really not happy with the show overall.
I didn't think it was that bad.
There were some high points, and I was like, yeah, this is pretty cool. But like the thing with the War Games matches for me is like, I think they need more weight to them. Like, what happens? Like, what does the winner really get?
They're just a gimmick match.
You know what I mean?
Couldn't agree more. And that's what makes the pay-per-view feel like it wasn't as big of a deal.
What are the stakes?
There is none.
And I think that's
in that
the
match,
biggest
there
problem.
was no stakes.
Yeah.
But, however, they did. So in the women's event, you really felt that. Like, there's no stakes. I would say the women's War Games match did one thing for me that I thought was cool. They used that mat, and who knows whose idea it was in the squad. They're making it out like it was kind of like Nia's. And maybe it was. I don't know. But either way, introducing Lash Legend in a cool way to the main event audience.
Yeah, you know and that can go either way because you're like, why was she the last one? You know, like that's not really
because she's supposed to be a big deal.
It's supposed to be a big deal, yes.
And you're supposed to see how she looks against everybody and go, oh, damn.
Yes, that's the psychology
and she's good.
behind it. But also you're like, okay, well, she's fresh. So like, you know what I mean?
So she's going to go off on all these dead bodies hanging out, waiting to get power moves done to them.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, yeah. But she was like the biggest positive of the match for me, not because I think she was necessarily the best performer in the match. I think Io Sky's the best performer in almost any match that has her name
I just don't love that she does the same trash can spot every time.
I don't like that either. That's got to be done. I appreciate that they're going, you got anything else in the tank for a spot like that? She's going, I'll give something a shot. And she got a cool picture doing like the splits upside down with the flip, but that gimmick's done and it's time
You're
to
like,
move
okay,
on,
we saw that one already. But even if you do a trash can spot, do a different thing.
Do anything else. Yep.
Yeah. I don't know.
Do anything else. Couldn't agree more. But as a performer, she's just the most sound possible. Like she's so good. And there were so many cool spots in that match.
There was a really funny spot that just didn't make any sense. So like these guys, when they come in, they don't come out of a shark cage anymore, apparently.
Nope. Somehow.
But there was a spot where Asuka was getting like the shit kicked out of her. And
Sure.
Kyrie was coming in,
Mhm.
and Michael Cole's selling it like Asuka needs help. Kyrie should be, running to the ring, but Kyrie's not, and
Yeah.
she's just doing her cool thing. Hi.
Yeah.
and,
yeah.
and
it's all.
But meanwhile, Michael Cole's like, well, Asuka should be yelling Kyrie right now because
Yep.
she's getting her
Yep.
ass kicked. In the
I
ring.
love it. I
It's
love
like-
it, dude.
I-
Those things, I just have to assume it's intentional too because of the character dynamic they're trying to sell
yeah.
between Asuka and Kyrie.
It's funny though because it's like they're trying to sell this match as like it's a dangerous thing,
Yeah, but what?
and like it should be an emergency to get in the ring and help everybody.
Yeah,
But like they're not doing that.
no,
ever.
absolutely, mate. It's absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
I think it's funny.
It's
but I
like-
also think the way that the commentary like sells things, they're trying to sell like they almost want to pitch this show to the audience as if it's the first time they've ever seen
I don't like
WWE
that.
programming.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And it's really irritating because it's
Yeah,
like,
I don't-
yes,
I don't like
we
that.
know what the storyline
get
is.
it.
Stop explaining
Yep.
it to me and call the match.
Call
please.
the match instead of spoon feeding us the plot.
That gets really annoying. And like the more I hear Michael Cole's not doing. He's doing that a lot now. And
He's
it's
doing
really,
it too much, and it
I don't
makes
know if
me
he's
wonder
told
if
to do
someone's
that.
in his ear again.
Yeah,
I hope not. Call the fucking matches. Actually,
I think
that's
it's part of
literally the
reason-
job. Is to they have 3 jobs. Call the action they're seeing in the match. Like
Hype
pay
the
their stupid
characters.
ass tribute to the fucking brass or whatever.
Right.
Or the ops going, okay, we'll get the
Read your
ads
ads,
in and
yeah.
shit, get your ad reads in, call the fucking match as you're actually seeing it, usually on a monitor. They usually watch. A
they're
lot of
almost
them say
never-
they always watch the monitor
Yeah.
because it's way easier to see what's going on. And just call what you see on the monitor because that's what the audience sees.
Yeah.
So watch the fucking monitor, and then get them over.
Yes.
Your
That's the biggest
biggest
thing,
fucking
too.
job. Focus on what you have to do to get the wrestlers over. Their stories,
Yes.
their performances, their characters.
You want them to seem larger than life, and that's
That's it.
partially your
That's it.
job. And
Yep.
part of it, like I know a lot of people don't like McAfee, but I think
He's great at that, though.
he was really good at having Michael Cole loosen up on the microphone.
Yes.
And I think they needed that because when Michael Cole's too structured, it's
And he
bad.
would actually pay attention to the matches and organically react to what was going on.
Yeah, I just think he's not good in that position when he's trying to just call everything in some box.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
And it's
Couldn't
kind
agree
of
more.
it's kind of irritating. I really wish that AEW commentary flipped. I wish AEW was with WWE and WWE was with AEW because it was
Like
just,
they had
I
a
feel
little
like they're-
bit more
I
of
feel like
what
their
WWE's doing
yeah.
is needed in AEW.
I
and
feel
then
like their
vice versa.
commentary team is better over there for some reason.
Yeah, they have an incredible commentary team, and now
Yeah.
Brian Danielson, sorry, he's a full-time commentator for them now.
Mm-hmm.
And a guy like that, he's gonna go, oh my God, this is a way I can give back to the business, and I can still work and build another legacy in the
Yeah.
industry on top of my wrestling career.
He really
Who
gets
has
the way they
more-
call matches over there too,
Yep.
though.
He does.
Like he understands the way that the whole show's structured. It's like
okay,
if you think
like
about
of course he does.
if you think about like UFC to like PFL, right?
Yeah,
PFL
yeah.
presents things differently. It's almost like a
Oh, of
tournament
course, I get what
structure
you mean.
or like a
Yes.
point structure.
yes,
And AEW kind of does a similar thing to that,
They
where
do.
wins and
They
losses
do.
matter. There's like a record sometimes.
yes. it's part of the work.
Yes,
In their show,
Yeah.
is that wins and losses matters. There's nothing
which
wrong
is
with that. I
great.
think that's awesome.
that's great.
I love that.
Wins and losses should matter,
They should.
and they really don't in WWE because you end up with all
They
these
really don't.
non-finishes
Yeah,
and
they really
interference and
don't.
all that.
And that's what separates them and makes AEW feel like a pro wrestling show
Yes,
and WWE feel like a
Sports
fully
entertainment.
dialed sports entertainment
yes,
show.
yes. There's
And this is what we wanted the whole time. This is why it makes me so excited.
yeah,
All
two
we've
different.
ever wanted
Yeah,
is for there to be. I want to see WWE keep doing what they do when they do it the best they do it.
right.
When it's WrestleMania 40 building shit.
Yeah.
They're so good at their
spectacle,
thing.
right.
Spectacle. I want to see that. And then on the flip side, I want to see AEW do what they do, but the best they can do it.
Yeah.
And that requires it's they both have all the same elements, from storylines, character work, in-ring performance, and then video packages and promotion, and then commentary to help presentation, right?
Right.
They all have all the same ingredients. It's just one side has different levels of ingredients and the other side has different levels.
It's like
and some go one way, some go the other,
have
but
you
they
ever played,
both need all the ingredients.
What's it? A game dev tycoon?
Yeah,
it's like when you put too much into one thing.
That's exactly what I'm
thinking. You can't put as
of.
much into the other. Yeah,
Yep,
it's like,
that's what I'm thinking of. And they have both found multiple times. Obviously, WWE's been around for like fucking 50 years, so it's a little different.
Right.
They've found it a million times,
Yeah.
even if it's been in a pocket of 2 weeks where they randomly caught lightning and then they couldn't capitalize
they've
on
worked
it.
their way to this point. Yes,
They know they have gotten that formula right for what they do best. And AEW also has and is again right now. And it's that this is the balance when they can both get on that level. The problem is WWE's starting to slack.
Yeah,
they're getting comfortable, and that's not good.
Well, I really like watching AEW. I like the action over there.
Yeah,
it's fast,
yep.
and I like in-ring
different
work.
Style, different pace.
Different
pace to the broadcast.
The problem is I find myself dozing off on in WWE matches sometimes. And maybe that's because I'm tired all the time, but it should hold my attention.
Your job
anyway.
does make you tired.
It should hold my attention anyway.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Sure.
So like but when I watch AEW, the action's quick and it's like it holds your attention.
I get what you're saying. Like the actual in-ring matches are faster paced, higher action matches.
And most of the show is in-ring matches. So like I want
it's way better. Yeah, that there's no debating that for me. That right now, AEW has the better weekly show format.
Yeah, like
right now,
work. Yes.
They are my favorite format as far as like the pacing of the show over the hours that the show runs.
Yeah,
the match to story ratio is dialed in right now in a way on their show that I think is more enjoyable to watch than what WWE is going up right now.
Yes, because it's not like
how could it not be
a bunch of ads and
there's
then
20 to 30 minutes of ads in a WWE show now.
Yeah,
and now SmackDown's going to 3 hours again, which 0 people want,
and
it's literally just for more ad dollars.
And then they'll throw in like backstage like spots that really don't mean anything.
And that's the other thing that bugs me about what WWE is doing right now is that the bad taste in the mouth is we know TKO. We just know how scummy they are, and it's starting to finally show itself. And it's obvious that it is TKO that's showing. You know what I mean? And that's getting scary. That could tank the company. If TKO starts to go, what's safe? We're the board. We own you. We're saying every single guy comes out with this type of music and this entrance and shit because it's what's safe, and we just need safety because we're a board of directors and we're shareholders and shit. Even though it's a private company, that's still a board of investors and shit.
It shouldn't matter.
It's 10 guys all sitting there going, we know zero about wrestling. Make us more money than you did last quarter.
You should just always want, but that's the thing is you should always just want the product to be better because that's how you make more money.
But they don't care. You've never met a guy in a suit that's his job is to do zero and sit at a fucking boardroom and make 150 times more money than everyone else in the company to just tell people they're fired and shit.
Well, that's the difference is you have Tony Khan.
Never meet those guys.
Tony Khan, who's a wrestling fan. Right?
That's what makes him special.
Instead of the board of these people who aren't wrestling fans, they're just
he's running AEW the way that WWE needs to be ran, which is going back to one fucking guy owns
Booker.
It.
Yes,
and it's not going to happen ever again because the company got way too big. It's now out of their control. It's gone. It's over.
It was this capitalist,
and it's what's going to kill the company.
Yeah,
is the same thing that's going to kill all the other companies that get to that level.
Yeah,
which is just corporate greed, lack of fucking originality,
it's literally,
lack of creativity.
Yes, that's exactly how capitalism works.
That's how it works.
Will get bought
every
out.
time. It is going to get bought out and watered down and dithered down, and then the companies like AEW are going to take over that market, and they're the indie game. And WWE's Activision going, why do we keep putting out trash and people just won't accept it? How about instead of making a shit game that's full of AI slop garbage, and then going to Steam and telling Valve to stop labeling or forcing companies to say
label
when they
AI.
use AI slop garbage in their game.
Yeah.
Just don't fucking use the AI slop and pay creative artists to make a fucking game again.
Because we know you have the money
Yep.
to do it.
And that's what's going to happen to WWE, is they're going to go the AI slop route, which is why there's rumors of them trying to get writers fired and just use AI to write.
Right. Type
K-
it into
Okay.
Write me a script for Raw and
It's
type it
going
into
to
fucking
get to
Grok.
a point. It's going to get to a point where their corporate real life shittiness makes viewers go, I actually can't enjoy the product because it's all I can think about when I watch their product is how shitty of a company they are. And
Mhm.
it's going to kill them.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as when fucking Starbucks fucking tries to union bust and fucking pay people to go disrupt their union pickets and shit. I just go,
Yeah.
I'm never going there again. You know what I mean? And that's apolitical. I'm not even trying to get into anything to do with like Democrat or Republican or any of that shit.
Right,
I'm a
right.
bozo when it comes to that shit. I'm not. It's not my thing. But in consumer product shit, WWE's entering a really bad deal with this. Like, this is dangerous territory to balance your whole company on.
Yeah.
Really dangerous, dude.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure.
Really dangerous.
This I can literally type this in and be
Yeah.
like, here's what I want for what do I want for write me Raw next week,
Yep.
and then I can
And
literally
it instantly
show
goes done.
I'm gonna pull it up. Here's Monday Night Raw. Watch all this actually happen. LA Knight opens the show.
Oh, what?
Wow, actually, kind of it makes sense, right?
Yep.
It's kind of crazy how because they
It's pulling current shit.
right. It's
Yeah.
pulling.
And for some reason, it has Triple H. I don't know about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, he doesn't really do that kind of stuff. Come on,
He doesn't. But it would
Which he
just be a
could.
GM, though. He could, but it would just be a GM.
Yeah,
It'd be whatever show GM. Easy.
CM Punk versus Dominic Mysterio. That doesn't really make any sense, but
Not when it's a World Heavyweight Championship contenders match and Punk is the world champ.
right, that doesn't make any sense.
But they don't care. It's going to get that stupid, though.
Well, they would just sub
That's my
somebody in. Right.
They would just sub someone in and take all the other trash.
yeah. Judgment Day. I mean, this is a lot right here of information.
Yeah, it's a ton. It's a fully booked
Hype
show.
package, show
Fully booked show.
closing.
That they would then take this show layout and just swap names to make it make sense.
Yeah.
And go, we're done. That's trash.
Yeah, and you can. That's the thing is that's how easy it actually would be,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
And who knows, dude? And what's sad is if they do that and it starts making a better show, honestly, I'd rather they do it then. Because all that matters is making a better show for the fans.
Yeah,
The problem is using AI slop to do it instead of just hiring creative people that can actually write good stories and then let them actually write a good story instead of telling them all their stories suck and then trusting the AI instead. That
Yeah.
makes you a fucking bozo and
Yeah.
you deserve to have your company tanked.
Okay, so this doesn't make any sense because it says you're gonna have Braun Breaker come in. So you're gonna have a masked figure in a black hoodie, the same one who attacked CM Punk at War Games, but it's going to
In
be
front of Braun Breaker.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's gonna be
yeah.
it's. So Braun
love
Breaker was
it.
also the guy that was masked. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Do it. I think do it. That'd actually be funny.
People would go, why?
When I saw that, I looked at so obviously we'll talk about that match in a bit, but the guy, there was footage of him leaving the ring and it's clearly R-Truth.
Oh yeah.
It's
It's
so
obviously
obvious.
our truth, bro.
But like
It's
the
so obviously our truth. And
the-
I need it to be. It's
yeah,
too
because
funny.
it's not
It's Cena.
It wasn't Seth Rollins,
Yeah,
obviously.
it's not Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
No chance.
But that was hilarious though. And like R-Truth is just like signed right now to be the guy who comes in a hoodie.
Yeah.
And
I love
causes
I
chaos.
hope it is too. So bad, dude. I can't
But
I
that's the
can't
question: is are they going
Has
to
to be.
actually have it be him in kayfabe, or
Yeah, I
are they
don't
going
know.
to say it
I don't
it
know.
was Seth Rollins? You know what I mean?
wait. I don't know.
How are they going to approach that? I guess they'll just ask AI. But
Yeah, they're
Should
gonna
we-
ask
should we-
AI. They're gonna ask AI. Just be ready for that.
yeah,
They're gonna start asking AI,
I'm
and
not
it's
be
gonna get
surprised.
lazy, and
Yeah.
you're gonna be able to tell it's lazy.
Yeah.
Garrett, trust me. It is what it is. You're going to be able to tell it's lazy. In AEW, you're going to be able to tell it's not lazy. And what's sad is that WWE just, it's weird that they can't grasp this idea that they could ever do enough wrong to tank the company. And it's so fake. It's happened elsewhere to other companies that were that big where they were.
It's the too big to fail thing. Like
they
that's
think
what
that's real.
Activision
and it's not
said.
real.
Activision said that about Call of Duty before it came out.
It's actually too big to fail. Guess what? It's fucking not.
Yeah.
Nothing is. If you continue to tell consumers, suck feet, take what we give you and say thanks, and you're trying to sell it to them for $100 and shit, they're going to go, fuck you.
When you
know what I mean?
tell somebody that you're too big to fail, they're going to want you to fail.
They're going to go, time to fail.
Yep.
Time to fail. Yep.
Because guess who controls whether you fail or not?
Your consumers, you dumb fucks.
Yeah. That's not how that
It's so stupid.
It's just not how it works.
It's so stupid.
People buy your product. It just is how it works.
It's like a gaming. I don't play Call of Duty. I play fucking Phasmophobia, which was like $20 and came out like almost 10 years ago as an early access game on PC. And I have hundreds of hours in it and have a community of friends that play it because I'd rather play creative, fun gameplay games that aren't by scam companies than play AI slap games that they're telling you it's AI slap.
Yeah.
And we'd rather sue and fight to get to use AI slap.
Yes.
Without people knowing.
It's different and it's not the same thing. Yeah. So like that's why people are playing Arc Raiders.
Yeah, like Arc Raiders was a good example. It's like the other game that didn't come from a AAA system.
Right.
And
it's not the same bullshit over and over.
So, and that's why that analogy keeps getting used right now in this conversation, because the greater picture is that WWE can fail. And if they continue to go this corporatized, this actual corporatized nightmare scenario that they're in right now is destined to tank the company to the point where I wouldn't be surprised where if it gets bad enough, you will see people like Triple H and a lot of the talent go, fuck this company, we're all out. Good luck. Have WWE. Bye.
You'll see Vince.
Vince
will start his company there.
He'll instantly go, I'm back. Yep. They'll bring him back. It'll be WCW all over again, where they go, who's the guy that didn't work out and caused us tons of problem? We're going to bring him back like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. They should talk to the World Wildlife Fund and bring back WWF.
Yep. He'll go, where's Vince Russo? We got to get him. And we'll go, no, please no.
Don't. Yeah.
Nothing against Russo as a human. I don't know him.
Well, I don't know.
You hear a lot of stories from guys that I like, though, saying they loved Russo because he tried to write stuff for every single guy in the roster.
Mm-hmm.
Like your Jerichos and stuff, or like he actually tried to give guys like fucking Val Venus and Dean Malenko and shit fucking careers.
Right.
Where they just got overlooked even though they were good. And he would go, fuck that. Val Venus is getting his dick cut off because he sleeps with this guy's wife or whatever. Mm-hmm. It was godly. Like, it was so funny, dude.
So somebody go buy some shears from Home Depot or some shit.
Yeah. But yeah.
But what that's the thing is I've been watching a lot of AEW, and like
you're realizing
the last couple of weeks have been really cool because they're doing this like Continental Classic tournament with like
always sick.
What is it? Blue League and Gold League, and the way they present it is like this matters.
It matters. It's a sport.
We're coming back up.
I think we're coming back.
I don't know. It was a streaming issue.
Yeah, some kind of streaming issue. Technical difficulties. Hey, we go live. It's going to happen.
It just completely,
it
just cut off. I thought my monitors went out for a second, but the whole thing went out. Whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, who cares?
But yeah, this tournament's crazy. And like, yes, these things matter. These wins and losses matter. And I think like you don't get that from Cena's there's a reason that the tournament matters. The last time is
it's to have the final match with Cena, but we already all know it's Gunther.
Yes, but that's the only stake. Like I don't know. Sometimes it's really cool to see like this guy's who like you look at a bracket and you're like, oh, that guy might face this guy in the end. Or like,
which, to be fair, we got a little bit of that, but the reason we didn't get as much of that in the Last Time Is Now tournament is because of specifically the fact that it leaked instantly that it was Gunther, and then he fucking showed up and we went, it's Gunther.
Right.
And you just know it's Gunther.
Yeah.
And no one wants it to be, which is a bummer.
I don't
but
know.
at the same time, he doesn't need it. Like, he's the number one guy that doesn't need it.
Mhm.
However, he's incredible and does deserve it. And it's weird that he's getting hate for getting that match and wanting to do that match. It's like, what?
Yeah, I think it makes sense. It makes a lot of
I
sense.
have zero issue with it being him, other than I would just like to see it be someone else personally. Like, I'd like to see it be LA Knight, but I do. You know who I think would have had the best match with Cena to be his last match? Probably somebody like Rey Mysterio Jr., who was in the tournament.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it would have been special because it's Rey.
That was the thing. Like, I was looking at some of the guys in the semifinals or whatever, and I'm like,
Yep.
I don't even know who I want to be.
Rey was the only guy I really wanted to see be it because they have history together and they've been friends for a wicked long time and they wrestled. They were part of the SmackDown squad, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, man, that could have had potential to be a match that's as great as the other great matches he's had on this last run. Most notably by miles, that AJ Styles match, which was legit one of my favorite matches I've ever seen. That was unbelievable.
But like the AEW shows have been all Continental Classic. That's what it's all about.
It's all about
whole
it,
tournament,
which I love that. That's sick.
And it's match after match. I love the pacing over there.
Yeah. Yeah, they treat it like they're there to show you a sport.
Right.
And that's what everybody wants them to be doing.
Yeah, and you're seeing like banger matches.
As long as there's still storyline to that, which the storyline in that instance, it's acceptable and good for it to be all in on everybody's just trying to win this tournament. That's sick because it makes the tournament special and the story is the tournament. But that story's not the tournament if you don't do story shit with the tournament, like present it as a talking point in interviews and have the commentary get it over and have the superstars talk about how, look, this might not even necessarily be for a title, but look at the guys that have won this in the past. Where the fuck did they go after they win it? So I'm fucking winning this thing and moving up and I'm chasing gold, like you make like everybody involved in that. If they make it the focus, it becomes this bigger story that all these people are involved in and all collectively turning into the story.
Even as a performer, you almost want to sell the tournament. So,
that's right. That's right. And that's what I mean. But also
right
now they're doing it in a way that's good.
There's also great matches so AEW had Claudio and I forget who they had, like a couple matches that you were like, wait a minute, these could be like pay-per-view
Claudio versus fucking Moxley.
Yeah, Claudio and Moxley. Well, there was one, I think there was one last week that Claudio was in and I was like, holy shit, this could be Kyle Fletcher. I was like, that could have been a pay-per-view level match.
Yep. Oh, of course.
But like it's just like a tournament match and it was a really good match too. So you're like, they're doing this really well.
Absolutely.
And it's something that I just wish that I think they need to put more weight on certain events. And again, it goes back to War Games. It's like where is the what does it matter? Like what does the winning this match
and here's the
really
thing.
matter?
AEW did War Games as Blood and Guts and crushed it. Yeah. And it was fucking nasty and it smoked Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Smoked it.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, that's the thing is like you need to have stakes. What are the stakes?
Yep. Absolutely.
Or and if not, make the match great.
Yep. And the stakes at Survivor Series was like
they won. One team won.
One of the teams won.
The other team didn't win.
So like they got some story stuff over, like Charlotte and Rhea working together and having history.
Right.
And they did a cool segment, actually. They did do a cool video segment of them all meeting up at like a bar to discuss the match and their team. Yeah. And they forced Charlotte and Rhea to sit and they had a segment together that was really cool. And like all that stuff's great. Cinematic
but
stuff. I want to see it.
Can be done. It can be done on like a weekly show. You
Absolutely.
don't have to do this crazy event to do it. So it's weird. I just want Like,
I think the most important. So let's sum up Survivor Series real quick, and then we'll move on.
yeah.
From that, because Survivor Series, to me, the most important thing that's got to get talked about by far was the return of Liv Morgan
Yeah.
and Dom beating John Cena in his final pay-per-view match of his career. He gets beaten by Dominic Mysterio for the IC title.
Yeah, it was
That's
interesting
the
way
biggest deal ever.
Yeah, we had like Dom gets like fakes a shoulder injury basically.
Yeah, yep.
And Liv comes out and then hits Dom, right?
How genius was this, though?
Yeah, hits Dom.
Dominic Mysterio did that move,
Yeah.
and that move ended up making it into people's lists of like botches and shit. And it was him and Cena doing that on purpose to get
set
to
up.
him setting up. Oh, he botched a move and it caused a shoulder injury.
Yeah.
And he faked that whole thing and botched it on purpose to fake the shoulder injury. He got the crowd. He worked the crowd. He worked so many people in the audience. He worked the refs. He worked backstage. He worked Cena.
We've seen it done. I mean,
And
Rollins
then
did it.
like,
Rollins did it this
Yep.
year.
And then he did this live
Mhm.
in the room in front of the crowd.
Yeah, that's true.
Told him it was a botch that led to an injury.
Yep.
And then after that, gets in, Liv comes back, and she smacks Dom.
Now you're thinking, oh, what
Because
the fuck?
that's what turns off Cena's guard
Right.
and allows him to open himself for her to jump in his arms and then low blow him.
She did like the stare thing.
Yep. Sick. Back to him.
Kind of a callback.
It was awesome. Yes. She like pulled his move on him.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah,
Dom
really cool.
is one of the best in the world right now.
Yeah, and
He's
really
too good, dude.
And like you said, it's Cena's last pay-per-view match. So you
That's
don't really expect
so-
something like that.
In his last pay-per-view match, he dropped the belt to a young, newer guy who everyone knows is the future of the industry.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I honestly
That's
would rather
huge deal.
I would have rather seen that be his final match.
Me too. Dom needs to talk about that match for the rest of his fucking career. I'm the guy that beat Cena for the IC title at his last pay-per-view ever.
Mhm.
That's so huge. That's the guy that has the strongest argument in the history of business for being legitimately called the 1A GOAT ever.
Well, he came
Is
out and
Cena.
said it, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Well, I
How
beat
do
the
you
greatest of all
deny
time."
that Cena's the greatest of all time?
Yeah, he said, "I
That's
beat
not
the
even a
greatest of all
conversation
time."
worth getting
He's like,
into.
"I'm the
He
greatest
is.
luchador of all time." It's like,
Who Dom?
yeah.
Yeah.
So now
I love it.
he's gonna play with
He's
that. you know
gonna
he is.
say, I am the greatest of all time now.
Yeah.
I love that dirty shit.
Yeah, that was really cool.
I love it.
That was actually the highlight of the show.
Highlight of the whole show. Yeah, by far. That was the highlight of the whole show. And then
the Kerr and Nikki Bella. This was weird because like when you
yes,
the Devil's Kiss is a strange move to me.
agreed.
It's like it's very difficult for the other person to sell it.
There's
It's
nothing
like
they can do.
really hard to sell.
Very hard. Yep.
So when people criticize someone for not selling it well, it's like I'm not into this.
No.
Like I'm just gonna let you go off, I guess, because it's really stupid. You try selling that move. That's
Yep.
really hard to do.
Good luck.
But
Good luck.
I get why I don't know. I have a hard time. I know why that move exists.
Yes.
There's a number of reasons.
Take
it
a
exists.
gas.
Yeah. There's a number
Take
of-
a gas.
But yeah, it is hard to sell. It's a tough
Yeah,
move to
for
sell.
sure. For
So
sure.
when you see, even if it's Nikki Bella, you're like, oh, like I get it. I guess.
Yeah.
You can kind of make an excuse for it. But
Sure.
how old is Nikki Bella? She's still been around. She's
I don't
doing
know.
pretty well. In the
I think
ring.
so too.
Yeah.
I want to make that clear too, that I think she's been doing fine since she's been back, and she's actually fit in as a full-time talent a lot better than I expected.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to be like slowing down in the ring.
No,
like,
it actually seems like whatever she was going through injury-wise and personal life and whatever, because everybody knows like some stuff happened. That's her own personal shit, and she was away from the business for a while.
right.
And now she's back in, and it seems like she wants to be back in as an actual full-timer, and that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's like, hey, you're a Hall of Famer, and she was a part of the women's revolution. Her and her sister, they
Mhm.
were. There's
yeah.
no way around it. They absolutely were. But it's like her and her sister both wanted to be in this environment. So if she comes back and she's just and is going, I'm not asking to be the fucking champ and take everything over. I just want to get to spend a time in my career where I'm in this locker room.
Yeah, just
I
have
go,
her run.
I love it. Come
Sure.
on in, love it. And she's been having perform like she was. You could tell she was rusty when she first came in, and she's getting more comfortable.
Yeah, I
and
can
you
agree
can
with that.
tell. I thought the match with Stephanie was the smoothest she's had since she's been.
Yeah.
there. Like it was okay.
It was.
Yeah.
But you know, everybody knows who's going to win this match. It
Yeah,
was
good.
It felt like it was just kind of there.
Oh, I agree. Zero consequence. Like you
Yeah.
again, it was a safe show. Again.
Yeah.
Safe shows, you know.
Right.
But Liv coming back makes me excited because it makes me think that we're finally going to get a storyline that's been stalled for a while, which is the Judgment Day imploding. And I think what's going to happen is the Judgment Day is going to turn on Liv and Dom.
Yeah, because they're
The
out
rest of
to get gold, all their gold
Yes.
back, basically.
Yeah, I think they're going to end up turning on Liv and Dom.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I'm just waiting. I'm dying to see Finn and Dom. You know,
That's all
I'm
I want.
just
I want
dying
to
for
see that match so
feud to
goddamn
happen.
bad. That's the
I'm
feud.
surprised there wasn't as much tension with Liv and Roxanne, at least yet.
No, I actually was happy about that because of the fact that Roxanne never went after Dom.
Right,
It
there
makes
was never-
logical sense.
There was never.
There was never a storyline that Dom would turn on Liv because that's never why he was with Liv. It's not because like people like to imagine that it's because his character is like Eddie and was like, you know, sleeping with everybody and stuff, do the lie, cheat, steal thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But the reality is he was this puppy dog-eyed young boy who Rhea Ripley was abusive and manipulative to and weaseled him into this relationship to
Yes.
get him away from his dad. And then Liv Morgan openly said in the whole time in the storyline, the Dom chooses me over Liv or over Rhea over and over again because I'm just actually decent to him.
Right, right.
And it's like I don't see him going, I'm actually gonna go after Roxanne. I don't see it. I don't buy
I guess it does.
I
Make
think he's gonna
more-
go, no, I chose Liv because she's awesome.
Yeah,
Why
it
would I
makes
turn
more
on that?
sense from a character development
Yeah.
standpoint.
Yep. That
Um,
he chooses Liv.
Yeah, I wonder how that ends too, because it's like, does Liv go off and
I think they
how
the
they
group
break that
turns
off?
on both of them and Liv and Dom split
Yeah.
because they're getting cheered everywhere they go. Probably the most in the company.
Oh,
As
yeah.
far as Dom, anyways, he's
Yeah.
getting the most explosive reactions possible.
Yes.
There's a handful of guys that get reactions like him right now.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
But yeah, then there was the men's war games, and
Yes,
that was fine. You know what I mean?
Like
I
I,
don't
said, yeah, fine. Our truth.
We had the
Please
hoodie
be our
guy
truth. Love it.
show
I
up.
want our truth on TV. He's
Yep.
a god. It really is that simple for me. The only other thing on WWE that I want to call out super quick is there was a really cool segment on Raw this week.
Braun Breaker.
No, that promo was the best promo of his career.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say.
that was amazing. That was amazing. And I'm really excited about everything going on with Braun stepping out as like the main event guy. I like that shit,
he
right?
was intense in that promo.
Yeah,
and,
I'll bet.
very, very good.
Yep, it was great.
It was really nice to see him like actually be able to show what he can do
Yeah.
as a promo. And he even kind of said it. He was like,
He was
"This
like,
is
"Hey,
the promo.
Punk, remember
This is
when
it."
you told me good shit, kid? Now what? Now go see if you can cut a promo."
Yeah.
Well, la-di-da, the promo is laid. And I was like,
Yeah,
yo.
Consider it cut.
Yeah, consider it cut. Dude, he found it. He just told everybody, I'm the main event scene now.
Yeah.
And he is, and he's right. And I'm excited for him.
I watched it twice because I love his intensity.
He's one of my favorite guys in the whole company right now.
Yeah.
Hands down. Another one of my favorite things from that Raw, though, was the video package they showed of Maxine training
Yes.
with a newly revealed
It was
Natty.
Natalia. Yeah.
in her blood sport gimmick.
Yeah.
Where she's like a fighter, like a pro fighter with a team she trains with and shit, and she uses the Heart Dungeon. They are fully officially the Dungeon 2.0. Her training school is like recognized officially as like the lineage of the OG Dungeon, which her and TJ absolutely have the right to do that. They were both
Yeah.
trained in the dungeon system, you know, since they were like babies, basically. And that was just such a cool showing of the like a shift in the intensity and the seriousness and the way Maxine is wrestling.
Yeah, like that
she's
there's grit there.
She's starting to get more intense and more vicious in what she does, and it's dude, incredible stuff.
Yeah, it was really, really nice.
Wicked cool video package, and wicked cool seeing Natty get to be that. Dude,
Yeah.
I think that this version of Natty's the version of Natty that the crowd is gonna go, oh my God.
I think it should have happened a long time ago.
Years ago. But this last contract she signed, she went on Ariel Helwani, which was so cool that Helwani had her on and was like, it is literally my honor to speak to you right now. I think you're one of the best women and most important women's wrestlers ever, which I think she is too.
Yeah, I agree.
But also his favorite wrestler of all time is Bret Hart. So he's like, this is insane for me.
Yeah.
And he asked her about doing blood sport with Barnett and shit, Josh Barnett.
Well, I think the thing was like her gimmick was basically what she is backstage, and that's just a mentor to.
That's right.
All of the women in the.
That's right.
In
yeah.
the, you know, in the company,
but she can still.
She needed a character, like she needed that kind of gimmick and something to.
She needs to have her gimmick be in the same vein as like the Wrestling Machine era Kurt Angle, where it's like you are known because you're here because you're a fucking heart.
Yeah.
And you are Angle Wrestling Machine level of in-ring worker, even if she doesn't have to be that good because Angle's like one of the best ever. But Natty's incredible, and she has the credibility and she has the credentials to be able to justify a gimmick like that, where you go, oh, she's the seasoned vet, and she can become instantly one of the scariest threats in the entire division.
Yeah, and it's a natural transition because you're already a mentor.
That's right.
So
there are zero women on that roster that don't look at her as a mentor.
Yeah, exactly. So you already have that reputation. So now you're just doing it in a more intense way.
Going, you guys all learned under the tree. I'm the fucking tree.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really cool. I thought that was great.
I thought it was great. And the reveal at the end where she she goes, now try it on me. And she reverses that, like she's doing a modified, like a cradling fucking heel, like ankle lock.
Yeah.
It's nasty. It's nasty. And not super challenging to do, but it allows her to make it look super ferocious and like she's going to tear their leg off. And then Natty's like, now do it to me. And Natty reverses it and taps her. And then when she gets up, she smacks her in the fucking face and then goes, get out of my ring. And then Maxine's like, again. And she turns around and just smiles. And I'm like, let's go. They're going to tell the story of turning Maxine into a Wrestling Machine protege, you know? And I love it. I love it.
That's actually the intention of what Chad Gable's faction was.
That's right. That's what it was always supposed to do.
Right.
And now he leaves and Maxine discovers it with the faction he left without him.
Yeah.
It's sick, bro. It's really good stuff.
Yeah.
Coming from them.
It's good for Chad Gable's character.
It is. Yeah.
Because now he can have like a resentment.
Yeah. It's good for everybody involved, including guys like Tozawa, who is super underutilized.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's gotten to have so many good moments in her climb.
See if I can get I don't know what the
he is a god
situation with Chad Gable is, but
apparently he had rotator cuff surgery. Damn. That explains it for sure.
It'll be one of those things like you'll kind of forget about him and then he'll show up at a Rumble or something like that. I don't know what the timeline is. How long ago did he get hurt?
I don't know, but it's been great because he got hurt while being El Grande Americano, and they just went, well, we've got a bunch of those.
We'll just put another one.
yeah. And that's the stuff that's why, I haven't given up on WWE. You know what I mean? We will sit here and be critical of any show, and there's things to critique on WWE. There's no doubt about it. But there's plenty of great shit still going on that entertains us.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's not like all hope is lost. And it's great that AEW is on fire right now. They're doing really great shit. You know?
Yeah. So I don't know when exactly his injury was, but it's interesting to think about when he might come back.
Yeah, I don't know. But when he finally shows himself again, people are going to pop, guaranteed, because I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
And it's been obvious he's not El Grande right now. it's a bit obvious.
I wonder what happens if he comes back as
A lot of
El
people
Grande.
think it's not only Kaiser, though, that there's Kaiser and another guy. There has to be.
I think there has to be,
Yeah, there has to be at least two. Kaiser's one of them and has been absolutely crushing.
It's
career
amazing.
changing for him.
It's
Straight up
such a-
career changing.
It's a funny
Because
gimmick
he's
like,
always been great.
you can tell the body type is just completely different.
Yes.
So
It's
like-
just
it's kinda
that's what makes it so
hilarious. It's so
funny.
funny.
It's so obvious it's not Chad. It's too funny, dude. Too
They're
good.
just like, we'll just put another obviously.
It's like duh. Yeah.
they
of
should
course
put the
it's
fake.
Kaiser.
They should put the little John Cena in it.
Oh my god. I
Have
wouldn't
him
be
come out.
surprised if they did that shit.
It's
It's
who is that
Hornswoggle.
guy?
It's Hornswoggle.
Who is that guy that did the fake?
Question mark
the
John
little
Cena? I don't know, but it was great. Mini John Cena, dude. He was great.
What is it? Little John Cena? What did they?
Little John Cena. I guarantee it comes up. Guaranteed it comes up. Yep. There he is. Just some question mark guy. Look at this guy. Psycho. Okay.
Okay, that's interesting.
They're gonna be like, is a fit. He instantly went on a killing spree.
Yeah,
We're
'cause
gonna
of
be
the
like,
problem.
what the fuck? Gratitude. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, of course, dude.
Yeah,
You just went and
what?
got to do
Yeah.
a comedy sketch in front of like fucking 10,000 people live,
Yeah,
or whatever the house was. I don't know what it was on Raw this week.
Well, you're doing it on Netflix. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
You're
Netflix.
on
Die.
a
Die.
Netflix.
Raw's on Netflix. I'm an idiot. Fucking tens of million people saw this, guaranteed.
Yeah, I wonder where he must work somewhere, but I don't
He's
know.
got to be. Yeah, it's got to be somebody they know.
It's not some guy.
Like, dude, you got to do this. They didn't go. You know,
Find a guy in an alleyway.
Find him now. Find a little guy right now that can be Cena.
First, they put out like an
Hey, I
all
mean,
points
maybe-
bulletin.
Maybe
They're like,
that's what they did.
they
Because
put
they're
out
like,
like a-
fuck, we need a little guy right now.
they put out like a group text, and they're like, the next small guy you find is
Get him.
we gotta put him on TV.
Yeah. That's so dumb.
I wouldn't even be surprised at this point, though.
I want to see Big Dom. I want to see somebody turn around and go the opposite way and shit on Dom and treat him like he's tiny by getting a huge fucking
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Kali or some shit to come out and act like he's Dominic Mysterio. That's some
How
shit.
tall is Dom? Dom's big, isn't
Dom, he's got to be like 6'1".
he? I don't know. It's
He's
hard
got
to
to.
tell.
I
on
bet
fucking
he's
TV.
6'1".
6'1".
Look at that. 6'1". Let's go. Yeah, makes sense. He's taller than Ray, that's for sure.
6'1's big though.
Yeah,
not-
6'1's not
you
a
know what I
short
mean?
dude. Yeah. He's totally tall enough to be in the main event picture. There's no question.
Dude, he's just got like such a punchable face, dude.
It's the best. The picture
So
of him,
great.
the picture of him where he's like this, that they had for a brief moment in history, and he had the dumbest gotta punch his face, and then they already don't use it anymore. They already don't use it anymore.
See if I can find it.
Dude, it's so hilarious. It's in one of the wrestling games, but there's no way we're gonna find it. But just him with the mullet and the mustache and shit,
Yeah.
like he's just money, dude.
Like this
Beyond that's that's not it, but that's a
It's
good
pretty
one.
close.
The one I'm talking about is actually he's in more of his more recent gear, so you can see that he has like zero biceps. His flax, this shit is
Yeah, that's
hilarious too. So good, dude.
Yeah.
He's the future of the fucking business, man. He's too good. I legit think if he can make it to have a lifelong career out of this, where he's Dominic Mysterio on WWE television for the rest of his fucking career, he will go down as one of the greatest of all time. I legit believe that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think that he's already one of the best in the world, in my opinion. I
I don't think
believe
that's
that.
debatable.
I don't know
yeah.
how you debate it.
No, I
The
don't think that's
reactions, he sells huge on merch and shit with Judgment Day and with his own stuff. He's done that at multiple periods of his career now. He's achieved a ton of stuff. He's
He's in main events.
in main events. He's in main event storylines. He's super over. He can wrestle luchador style and went and learned that shit and went and worked in Mexico and
Yeah,
stuff.
the nice
Still
thing,
works
the
in
nice thing with
Mexico.
him is that he can win.
ridiculous.
He can win a lot of audiences.
And he's turning into the exact type of worker that Ray and Eddie and those guys were, which is that hybrid of being able to do the luchador style
Yeah.
mixed with the main event style of WWE.
Yeah.
And it's what made the cruiserweight division in WCW so god tier was that same shit.
Yeah,
They
like,
adapted the luchador style to the American style.
That's exactly
and made
what
it
it is.
incredible.
Yes.
And Dom is going, well, if I'm going to do that, I've got to learn it from Ray, who's debatably the best ever at it. There's really the only other argument would be guys like Eddie or Chavo or Jericho.
Right.
Or Dean Malenko or something. You
Yeah,
know,
I
there's a
never really
handful of those
thought-
guys still alive. Benoit's gone. You know,
Right.
Eddie's gone, of course, unfortunately.
Right. Who's really in that spot?
That squad of guys, Perry Saturn,
AJ Styles can do that.
AJ Styles can do that. Yep. Perry
Um,
Saturn is definitely not going to be involved in it, though. Although I'm pretty sure he's doing better now.
Well,
which is good.
I'm just trying to think of like recent guys that can do
That can
like
work
that are high
multiple-
flyers and can also. But I never really thought about it that way. It's like yes,
Chad
it's a,
Gable.
it's a lucha libre style mixed with like your
With
WWE, your sports entertainment.
American WWE
Yeah.
style main event. Yep.
Penta,
It's sick.
Penta does it pretty well.
Penta's a great example. Penta, Ray Phoenix.
Yeah, some
Like
of
those
do it.
guys are great.
They have
Dragon
to-
Lee.
They have to be able to do it. That's the
Mhm,
thing.
mhm. Dragon Lee's really good at that shit too. Very good, dude. Which I'm glad that we somehow organically got to that because we can end the show on this coolest fucking moment from all of it right now for me was the tag match on Raw between Ray Phoenix and AJ Styles defending the tag belts against the New Day. And it was such a nasty match. Shocker, the New Day went, you're giving us TV time. We're treating it like the main event of WrestleMania.
I think they're
only.
underutilized bad.
Bad. And this match was like, please let us have the tag division we had back in the day.
Yeah.
When it was like Cesaro and Kid versus the New Day versus the Wyatts versus the Shield versus the Usos. Like the best tag, probably the best tag division running in my entire lifetime
Well,
was
it's
that
weird.
era.
It's weird because they have all these tag teams established,
Yeah.
but they just don't use them as tag teams.
That's right.
Motor City Machine Guns,
what
like
are we
even
doing?
even that
What are we doing?
SmackDown tag division. that
Get
was
them on
hot-
Raw yesterday so
They
they
were
can
hot for,
feud
like-
with AJ Styles and Dragon Lee.
Yeah,
Now.
it
now.
was like I don't know. They had
They've
like
gotta.
what 2 months or something where that division was super hot, and then
Yeah,
it
that's
just
true.
disappeared.
It just disappeared. Yep.
But there's no tag division on Raw. Raw tag
Zero.
matches are all just you know what? We'll do you and you tonight.
Yep.
And then you guys face eeny
Yep.
meeny miny.
And Dragon Lee and AJ teamed up out of happenstance, and their chemistry is off the charts. I mean, AJ Styles gets in the ring with a
Yeah.
broomstick and
AJ
makes it look like he's doing a waltz.
AJ
or something, you know what I
Lee.
mean? AJ Lee is hilarious. But they did a tandem finisher that was so sick, where Grayson Waller and Xavier were on the outside by the commentary tables, right? If that's hard cam, is our hard cam, right? Commentary tables over here. Grayson and Xavier are out here. Dragon Lee is in the ring and tags in with AJ Styles. And AJ does like a suplex style stomach buster on the rope. So yeah, you got to see the spot. You got to see the spot versus New Day. Yup, dude, this
Yeah,
was
obviously they
crazy.
can't
This
show
was
it.
crazy. Yup. This match was wicked good, but the finish is all that matters. Yeah, just skip right to the finish. Yep, keep. Oh, before this. Yeah, back. Keep going. Right here. They tag. Yeah,
I'm
look
gonna-
at this shit.
I'm gonna window it real quick. Sneak
Yep.
it in.
Yep, sneak it in somehow. Yep, look at this fucking move.
They're gonna probably catch it anyway. But
Boom, into a Styles Clash, bro.
oh my
And
God,
then he
that's so
goes,
sick.
I'm doing a crazy ass dive out to these guys, and he hits the Styles Clash and they win. It was
That's
so
filthy.
sick, bro. So sick. So, yeah, and the show, shout out to those guys. They're trying to get the tag division going on Raw. I love
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah.
Please keep doing that. Love to see that
The
shit.
tag division would be great because I'm just tired of these like cob job matches
Mhm.
that they throw.
It's
in.
all we've ever said is please have a tag division. I love tag team wrestling. There's nothing else like it.
Yeah, even if it's 1 or 2 matches during the show, like you build up you build up teams. Like you
Mhm.
can make them teams, and
That's
you can
right.
make. We've seen it a million times before, but you can make solos out of these teams as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look at the Shield. Like they were a
Yep.
faction,
and they
now
had
all
they
of
were
them,
in the best tag team division I've ever seen in
Yeah,
my lifetime.
and now all of them are big
Yep.
stars. So it's
Yep.
like
Multiple of the best tag matches I've ever seen involved that circle of teams. When it was the Usos back in the day when they had the tandem paint.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
It was the Usos versus the Wyatts versus Tyson Kidd and Cesaro versus the New Day versus the Shield. And
Mhm.
there's probably another team in there that I'm not thinking of off the top of my head right now. But that division, that tag division. Oh, and then Evolution came back briefly, and they did that match where it was Evolution versus the Shield. Was one of the best matches of that entire era.
Mhm. Yeah, dude. Well, Evolution was crazy.
Yeah, but that match specifically, the Shield versus Evolution, it was the match that led to Seth finally turning on the Shield.
Yeah, yeah.
They won that match, and on Raw, Triple H was like, I always have a backup plan, and Seth turned.
Hmm. Yeah, that was.
And people were like, no. That
Yeah,
was
dude,
one
I
of
can
the
still
most
remember that.
what were you thinking things ever. But in hindsight, look at how all three members have dominated the industry as main event guys.
Exactly.
The guys, right? So splitting them up was the smartest move. It ended up making two companies because Ambrose Moxley has been one of the foundation core leading guys
yeah.
that carries a lot of the weight in AEW. And
Dude, it's like their faction in AEW.
Yep.
You hear their theme
Yeah.
song, or at least the beginning of it, like 4 times a night at least.
Yeah,
on their
yes.
shows.
They're a major part of the story in that brand, and good. And I've sat here and said you got to do anything but have Moxley pacing around talking about a bunch of gibberish, and
Yeah.
that's exactly what they did. Was
They
anything
aren't
but that.
doing that.
That's
Yeah.
what I mean. That's
Yeah,
what
that's
I
the
mean.
nice
They
thing.
corrected that, and I'll sit here and say, of the three guys, I don't know who's my favorite. I love them both, or I love all three of them equally.
Between,
I think
like, Pac and
between
Claudio.
no, other way. Shield between
Oh,
Roman,
yeah, yeah.
Seth, and Ambrose, right?
Yeah,
But
I think Seth is my favorite.
I think Seth is my favorite, but they've all had times in their careers where what they were doing was amiss. Like Roman for sure has.
Oh, sure.
Seth
Sure.
has had multiple injuries that have sidelined him, so that's kind of like his thing.
And it's
But
not,
that's why he's my favorite, is because when he's not on injury, he's the most consistent, high-level performer, in my opinion.
right.
of
That's
the
the
three.
thing. That's not on. Yeah,
That's
not
he's
on
injured.
his
What do you do?
performance.
Yeah,
It's-
what do you do?
Right.
But those guys took over the fucking industry, and
Yeah.
I
I think it's really cool what they're doing with Marina Shafir,
yeah,
pushing her.
yeah, for
because
sure.
I think they've done a really good job with that.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. And also, what's her face? Statlander as the champ.
Yeah,
Statlander
Statlander's
is the
been great.
champ. They're really solidifying that she's on the level. Like
Yeah.
the performances she's had, the matches she's had, with who she's had them, and who they've had circling her to help make her a believable main event figure has been great.
I'm gonna go to the Continental Classic, see if they got the. Do they have like the?
Oh, this is a good idea. Yeah, let's definitely look at this. This is so New Japan-y, but in a great way.
Yeah,
Like
isn't
this,
it?
I
That's what I was
love
thinking.
this. I love this.
like
Maybe
the
not
way
New
they-
Japan, but Japanese wrestling.
Well, so how it works is like your win scores you 3, a tie
Yes.
scores you 1, and a loss scores you nothing.
Yes.
Which is
awesome,
cool.
dude.
So you can, and they have a 20-minute time limit. So there's like,
And how many times do guys face each other?
I don't know like how this really works.
I'm not 100% on how that all works.
because they have these
out.
lettered.
They all face each other at least once, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yes.
Like that's how it works. Is everybody's had matches against each other at
Mhm.
least once, except for a couple guys haven't had their second matches
And then
yet.
they're like showing you records and all this. It's really,
Yep,
really
I love it.
cool.
I love it. And you've got guys that like it's not perfect records for everybody. Like
Yep.
you've got Kevin Knight and Pac and like Okada and Moxley even. They've won 1-1. The only guys that are 2-0 is Kyle and Claudio,
Mhm.
which is sick, dude.
Yeah. That was, and then Darby Allin is like hurt in kayfabe right now. I don't know what they're gonna do with
Yeah.
that.
Speedball and Roderick and
Speedball's
Orange
phenomenal,
Cassidy.
dude. He's great.
Speedball Bailey
Mhm.
is amazing. He's been amazing.
He's fantastic.
Yeah, he's fantastic. We watched the match he had in TNA before he came over.
Yeah,
and
that's
he
right.
was one of the best things. Dude, that match was crazy.
Yep.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was
We
insane.
watched that on the stream or whatever and reacted to it. I'm
Yep.
pretty sure it was crazy, dude.
Yeah, that was
It was a random TNA pay-per-view. It was also the same match that was, I think it was Bailey versus Mustafa Ali for the X Division Championship, wasn't it? And Mustafa tried to brought out Earl Hebner randomly to try to do a screw job, and he refused to do it and turned on him, right? Yeah. So random, but
I'm trying to find the women's roster here.
Yeah, dude, they have a good roster
because a lot of these have been really standing out to me.
Yeah, Athena's nasty and has been doing good work in Ring of Honor, but that's, Anna Jay, I love. Jamie Hayter, love.
Okay, so this
Hikaru
is
Shida, love.
Harley
Cameron, bro, with the puppets and shit.
Dude,
she's one of the best things in their division.
I don't know, I think so with her, it's
good,
so
dude.
crazy because they can just take her and put her wherever,
and she works
makes
every
it work.
time. Yep. I'm not super familiar with Diamante or Emi Sakura. Julia Hart's wicked
great,
good.
Yeah.
Wicked good.
Yep.
Statlander, of
obviously,
course. Yep. Obviously, Mercedes Moné. Marina Shafir's wicked good. Megan Bain is really good. Mina Shirakawa is really good.
Yes,
Penelope Ford is really good. Queen Aminata's really good.
Yeah,
Riho's really good.
This is really a great roster.
It's crazy, bro. Tay Mello, Sky Blue.
Sky Blue's great.
Yep. Thunder Rosa. Okay.
Taya used to work in.
She's great.
Lucha
She's great.
Underground. And Willow.
Willow's really good.
She's
too.
working with Harley too right now.
Yep.
But dude, I've been watching some of their
really good
their matches,
roster,
and you're
man.
like, wow,
it's a really good roster.
Yeah, they're doing a great job.
The men's roster's been sick, but
yeah. So I don't know. I started looking at their women's roster.
Fuck Stokely.
Some of these matches you watch and you're just like, holy shit! Like their roster is actually pretty damn good.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, AEW is in a really good spot right now.
Yeah, and part of it is they've built it well too. Like it doesn't have to. I don't know. You don't have to just buy guys.
It just makes me so happy that they stayed the course through their first downtime period, and they found every single answer and then some, and turned it around to where it's the best it's ever been now.
Yeah.
And I think part of that downward period was just a necessity of the process of building organic stars out of your homegrown guys, which are now built. And now it feels like it's the best they've ever done.
That's
because these homegrown guys are believable main eventers now.
Yep. Yeah, that's how I feel about it right now.
Yeah, and it's amazing.
They've built the entire roster to actually feel like
they built the entire roster to feel like it matters.
Yeah,
that is so hard to do, and great on them for doing it.
Right,
super props. I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah,
absolutely love it.
The action's great over there, dude. I can't get enough of that shit right now.
Yep, AEW's crushing.
Yeah, I don't know. That's it for me. I don't have anything else.
Same. No, I had everything I wanted to talk about.
I think War Games was fine. But
it was okay, but it was just another middle of the road safe pay-per-view.
Yeah. And then Blood and Guts was great too. So
Saturday night's main event is the show that I think if the rest of the show's trash, Cena's last match is guaranteed to be wicked emotional.
Yeah. When is that? That's coming up.
A couple weekends. It's just a couple weeks, man. Yeah. Just a couple weeks. It's before Christmas, I'm pretty sure. December 13th. Yeah, it's like a week. It's next Saturday.
It's going to be Cena's final match, and then you got Rollins versus LA Knight. What? That doesn't make any sense.
That is fake. Pretty plain and simple. That match is not on that card.
I don't think there is a card.
No,
yet.
That card. Yeah, I don't think there is a card. All we know is Cena's last match versus one of those
Knight
guys.
Or Gunther. Right. So
and there's the tournament bracket right there. So you can see everybody that was in it and who they faced and who won and shit. And I thought it was cool that they did some guys from Raw versus guys from SmackDown and stuff. We had Dolph Ziggler come in as a free agent. Same with Zack Ryder. I thought that was cool. Javon Evans from NXT god tier. He instantly made everybody go, "Yep, we can't wait to see
He
this
is
guy come
fantastic.
up." He's got to
dude.
come up yesterday. He is incredible.
Yeah, he is.
He is absolutely
That
incredible.
dude just does not slow down. Everything he
He
does
is
is
so
just,
fun to watch. Carmelo Hayes is also wicked good, and his match with Gunther was good. Solo Sikoa versus Penta was good. I thought Solo versus Gunther was one of the best solo matches I've seen in a long time.
that was a good match.
It
yeah.
was wicked good.
Yeah, and it was believable to me that either one could win this match too.
yep.
You know,
LA Knight versus Jey Uso. I was so happy Knight won, and I can't wait to see Knight versus Gunther.
that was
I
another
really
thing
can't.
that I guess we didn't really talk about. But Jey Uso, the way like he walked out of the match and
He
how
looked
he's
best.
how he's disappointed with himself
Yeah,
and all this
yeah.
stuff.
Yep.
So we'll see how that character development works, and
Yeah.
that's a great door that just opened for him right there.
Yeah.
Because they need a redemption arc for Jey Uso, because people are just not vibing with it now. You know, for whatever reason. At least the IWC isn't. In the arenas, everybody's yeeting,
Yeah, the IWC doesn't like Jey Uso.
but definitely
Tell
not.
that to his merchandise sales, and then tell the company
I
don't
know.
listen to merchandise sales
Yeah,
because the guys online don't like it.
that's the
Okay,
problem.
I bet they listen.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
the issue is just you can see there is some kind of problem with his cardio or
It's undeniable.
something
There's
going
something
on.
going on with Jay. I don't know what it is. Hope the dude's good,
Yeah.
and it's obvious there's something going on. And I think that's why they're going, we're not giving you these opportunities. Dude, no one wants to see you face Gunther again. Even if you're over, they don't want to see it. They want to see him face somebody else.
Yeah.
Period. What we
Yeah.
want to see is we want to see him team up with fucking Jimmy and revive the tag division.
Well, yeah, which they decided they were going to do, and then
And then what? False alarm. And
Yeah.
maybe we feel that way because we're so desperate for a tag division again. I don't know, but that's what it felt like, damn it.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I
that's another
know.
thing. It's like it would add to
Yeah.
your tag division chances,
Yeah.
like, to build that up.
Yep.
They got plenty of people that can do this.
They got it, though. Yeah, they got it.
And then obviously Ziggler,
Yep.
that was a big deal. That was
Loved it.
awesome.
They need to bring in Zack Ryder and make a tag team out of him and LA Knight called Knight Rider, wicked bad. And then
Yeah,
they need to get the
yeah.
license rights to the original Knight Rider theme song
I don't
and have
think
that be their
that's-
theme song. Good
Oh,
idea,
I don't
right?
think it's going to happen. But
That won't derail fucking LA Knight's current. Everything's working for him.
Yeah.
Let's change his
Put him
theme
in-
everyone loves and
Yeah.
put him in Knight Rider right away. That's so beat.
That wouldn't even be
No.
that surprising, honestly, at this point.
No, but Zack Ryder looked incredible, and I hope they use him more. I hope he signs.
Oh, dude, he's
He's
just
so
like
good.
he's in such good shape, and he's always good.
and
So it's
he's
like-
wicked weathered. He's
cool that
wicked
they
good
put-
on the mic.
It's
wicked
interesting
good in the ring.
they put free agent.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, that is interesting.
They should have
Because
put the
Dolph
fucking little Cena in
Here's
there. They
the
should have put
reason why
Psycho in
they
it.
should have. Yeah, the reason that free agent Dolph Ziggler is free agent is because on TNA he works under his real name,
Right.
and
That's the
and
thing.
elsewhere Cardona works as Cardona. So they're like, well, these characters are free agents.
Isn't it- yeah,
It's funny.
Isn't it kind of funny that
I like that.
where has Dolph Ziggler been
No,
for all
I
these
know.
years?
I think the right thing they should have done was just have them come out as Matt Cardona and Nick Nemeth, but still use their old themes. Who cares?
Yeah.
I want to hear
I want
Ziggler's
the,
theme.
I want the theme song.
I
yeah.
need to hear that theme. Dude, I popped so hard I like jumped up out of my chair and was standing to watch
Yeah.
the entire match when Ziggler came out. I couldn't believe it. I
Yeah.
was so, man. He's like legit one of the most what were they thinking guys
I just
ever.
don't understand it. He's the most
Ever.
baffling thing I've ever seen.
ever. We've talked about it
I-
ad nauseum on the show.
Yeah.
He's one of the most how did they fuck it up with this guy, guys?
It's more
ever.
baffling than like gobbledygooker, dude.
He
It's like,
and he was in the era when he could have been having matches with guys like Shawn Michaels and shit.
yeah,
and
he was
Taker and
around
shit.
at that time. Yes,
And he could have been built as the next guy to be legendary for having incredible matches and shit. He of all the guys that have been the like copycat Shawn Michaels guys, he was the best of
Yeah.
them. In
he
my
had
opinion.
like a unique
The
look,
best.
a unique style, like
Yup,
everything to
yup.
him was.
He was so good, man.
Yeah.
Is so good. Is so good.
Yeah, and that's the reality. Is like he can still do it on a high level.
Yep. Also, side note, if they ever do a Streets of Rage movie, they've got to get him to play Axel because he just looks exactly perfect.
Yeah.
It looks exactly like the times you see him in TNA where he's got like the Converse low tops and the tight jeans with the cuff pants and like a flannel on his shit. He just looks like fucking Axel.
He's
like,
really good over there, dude.
In TNA?
Yeah.
He's a world champion level guy. He's instantly a brand leader over there.
Yeah, because
they deserved.
Because they
needed
knew
him.
They understood that.
That's right. Yeah. And I take that back. I just said they needed him. They have great guys.
They
had great guys. Moose and shit, dude. They've got real guys right now.
Well, I think any of these big companies, like, they don't need anybody. I think you can do this all on your own.
That's true.
If you're a good booker, it's like it doesn't matter.
I think
you could have the trash man get over, and it's
I think that is true to an extent, but that there's a big difference between making decent stuff with what you have and making generational stuff with generational guys,
and having a guy or having a guy that can carry the brand like a Cody or
like
John
a Cody
Cena.
or somebody, and a guy like a Nick Nemeth,
but he can
carry
a
brand, and that's why I say having a guy like him as a world champion in TNA instant makes TNA feel way more like it's like the level of guy you expect to see in TNA is massively elevated.
Yeah, I think it's just vindicating for him because he's been able to prove that he can.
He did. He went there and went, I am going to prove that I can be a company leader.
Right.
And he is right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I love to see it. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that it's not WWE to me. It doesn't matter that it's not WWE. Maybe the scale is smaller, but he's still doing that job of that pressure's still on his shoulders. That's a company who's telling him, you're our guy. So that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I think it's, like I said, I just love that he was able to do that and prove that he can do it.
And did easily prove it. So did Matt in a different way, but on the indies, he wicked proved it. Cardona?
Oh, yeah.
And that's why we just saw both of them.
Well, he's like a social media presence, and you know,
he's amazing.
He's just,
what a fucking real life character he is too.
Yeah.
Off screen, he's such a character, bro.
Yeah.
The way he talks and shit smokes me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And same with his wife, dude. She's incredible.
Yeah.
She is, every time I see her on screen, she's instantly one of the highlights of the whole show for me. She's so hilarious.
Yeah, it's like a natural charisma that they have.
That's right. So funny, dude.
Yeah, that's it for me.
I love it. Yeah. We'll sit here and talk about this shit.
What do we got coming up?
So
just nothing, I guess, in the next 2 weeks.
I mean, final SmackDown's tomorrow, and that's LA Knight versus Gunther, and that determines what that's going to be when we find out who's
our next show
going to be facing them. Next show's the 18th. By then, we will have seen Cena's final match.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. And on the AEW side, 100% honestly, I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to look it up.
The whole tournament's going to be what comes to an end.
The tournament is coming to an end, and that's like the deal, right?
Yeah, that's going to be what happens there.
Man. So it's funny. They're both doing tournaments for different reasons, though. And it doesn't really feel like this feels like it was entirely a Cena planned thing to make something special out of his last match instead of just going, you're just having a random last match.
Yeah.
He went, let's make something out of it. Let's try to make guys. And he did. He made a bunch of guys. He made Javon Evans out of it. He got good eyes on people like Carmelo Hayes, who got a win over Bronson Reed in that.
Yeah.
So he did a lot of cool work getting guys over in this, you know,
the Miz
helping
being
guys
in there is great too.
I think
agreed. He's another guy who's like, he's going to be coming to the end of his time too. So it's like,
I think so. Yeah.
You gotta give him some TV time, I think.
But yeah, this tournament, it is what it is. This is a little bit less exciting to me than what AEW's is, only because I just think the format of AEW's current Continental Classic thing is really cool. I'm really enjoying it.
I just felt like this tournament was the last time is now tournament should have been. I was thinking they were going to take someone young and go
and make them. I was hoping.
Yeah.
I was hoping, but they did that. They did it in a different way. They didn't use his final match to do it, but they did use his final match as a platform to do it for a bunch of other people. Right. So that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. What can you do?
I think the tournament's the right move because then you can include all these people instead of having one.
He made it a storyline event for all these people in the same way. Right. Continental Classic did that for a lot of guys over in AEW. So.
Yeah,
I don't have a problem with tournaments.
No, I think they're great, actually.
And we already talked about that. How
Your wins and losses
they've just
matter.
got to matter. You got to make them matter.
Right.
Yeah. So,
yeah,
cool. All right.
All right, guys. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Appreciate it very much. You can head over to the store. Head over to the website,
Yes.
BirminghamWrestling.com.
Please do.
There's merch on the store.
There's
if you
cool
wanna
shit up now.
Support the show.
Get that Worstering shirt or whatever.
Worstling.
Is that still up? That's got to still be
Yeah,
up.
yeah, I think it's still.
Yeah,
on.
it's got to still be up.
All right. We'll see everybody in 2 weeks. Thank you for watching.
Yep.